he's grabbing my lapels, and I'm going to break the grips. To this arm, I'm going to break the grip. This time we will go to the pistol grip. I'm here, I'm going to come underneath, grab my arm, pop the arm across. Immediately as soon as I come here, I can either pass his arm under, or I can grab his hand. Grab his hand here so that he can't counter grip me. Okay, that's the reason, because I just don't want him to counter grip me there. So I can pass the hand underneath, and then I'm going to shove his arm to the side as I sit up and try and grab that back. Two things that we're going to do here. I'm going to grab the back, and I'm going to take this arm since it's on top of his, and I'm going to point it that way. Start shifting my hips home. Rotating him, moving my hips so I can completely start to take his back and get the rear naked choke, bow and arrows, collar chokes, whatever I want to do. So we know that simple back take, and we want to combine it with the flower sweep. So we'll do both, okay? He grabs my lapels again, pistol grip with this hand, break the grip, pass and grab his shoulder material. Now, I could pull him down with the shoulder to break his posture, push away, and then let go of the arm to start to come up onto his back, right? Or I'm gonna combine that with a flower sweep. So I'm here, I grip in nice and tight. This hand's gonna grab his pants over here, or I can reach underneath his leg. Okay? I could be holding his head, or his far side lat is what I'd really like to have. If you're in the gi, you can make this gi grip. Now I can swing my legs wide, roll him over, and I come into the mount. If you were smart, you wouldn't let go of this position or this position, and you'd bring your knee high. Why? Because his arms are already across his body. As I start to get into S mount, this kind of stuff is gonna happen a lot faster when you keep the position, okay? So that was being able to get up, to flower sweep when I held underneath, more like a pendulum sweep combo. And he's holding my lapels. We're here, open, pistol grip, break the grip, pass the arm across and grab the shoulder material. This time I'm gonna grab right here at the knee, and all I'm gonna do is stomp on the ground and flower sweep. This leg comes over, he starts to go over. So pendulum or flower, to me, it doesn't really matter. I like to stay here again. I come up tight. This guy comes up, and now I can either stay holding onto this, and hook this arm, or stay holding onto this, hook the arm this way, and go for the arm bar. Or just stay mounted, of course. Okay? And he's got my lapel, grab, break the grip, pop, pass it across, and now I'm here. Last option, if this arm, turn, if this arm is outside of the other arm, I like to control and move. If his arm is underneath, I can actually pass his sleeve to the other side. You can side grip it, cat's paw, or pass the actual pistol grip, okay? But for me, I'll just side grip here. No gi, you can pass the wrist. Now it's about shifting and turning. I don't want to hip escape away. I want to bring my legs actually underneath him. I can straighten my left leg out and start to shift over. It helps him to come over right away. Let's do it from the other angle so they can see that footwork. I'm actually going like this, guys. And I'm like moving my thighs to push his knee out so that he rolls over. You'll see what I'm talking about here. So the movement is I'm trying to thigh move this guy out. Boom. See how it moves that knee out? That's what I really want to do. Okay, I can even do that if I have the flower sweep. If I take this hand and grab his pants and I'm going to do the flower, instead of just stomping and trying to kick, I can also kick but then chop that leg down. Okay? His arm stays here. I come up. Look at this. If it stays here, I have the inverted arm bars. Okay? Or I'm able to attack that arm as well. Okay. One last time. You guys have any questions so far?
What arm are you grabbing? Where are you grabbing with your left arm? When you go over the back, where are you grabbing?
I'm grabbing his shoulder or his far side where you put the arm to do the arm bar, or his lat, his armpit, right? So I'm grabbing up here, right? All I'm going to do is pendulum. I go underneath and I rock, and he comes over. turn. Underneath. And I rock, shift my hips, turning over. Flower, square on him, nice and tight, grab the pant leg, stomp on the ground, leg is up, hits him in the back, lift the pant leg, and he goes over. Or, I don't like to have the arm here in front of the head, because Levi can sneak his head out, and I end up at square one. So that's why I said, when I pass the arm across over this way, if this arm is on top of that arm, that's when I pass. And I'm just grabbing his wrist here, guys. Right? You can do this no-gi as well. I could be arm dragging. I arm drag the arm across, and then I grab the wrist and grab the wrist. And then I could make my way to his back. All right? So use the back attack and the pendulum and the flower concept together, okay? His arms across, you can attack the back. There's also arm locks in there, but right now I just want you to use the sweeps in conjunction. So use the flower sweep, pendulum sweep, and back take all together. And then if his arm ever comes over, why would his arm come over? Put me in guard. Why would his arm come over? Because when my arm's across and Levi's got my back, right? He's got this arm. I don't have the posture opportunity because his arm's over my back. That's why I have people shoulder wrap the back with the lapel. So how do I push up? And that's when he grabs, right? See what I'm saying? So when that arm's over, that's when he grabs. That's also when things open up, like go back to grabbing this one. I can still also control this and go to triangle, just pop your leg through. You know what I'm saying? So you have all those kind of options. But what I'm saying is when I have my arm over, how would a guy be here and how would a guy be here when he's got the cross grip put on him? It's usually because guys want to put their hand on the mat to posture up to get their arm back. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta understand where it's coming from in the game, not just the technique. All right? So again, we're here. Oh. And I've got sideways, he starts pushing up to posture up, and that's where I would get this back control. Look guys, right back to what you guys were doing earlier as well. I have this arm for the inverted arm bar. Or I can go back underneath. I can flower, or I can pendulum motion his body. Stay high up in the back attack. Look how his arm naturally ends up like this. You can attack that arm, okay? Or I can attack this arm, or I can hold on to his pant leg still and hit the same side arm lock. Either way, I don't really care. Or if you just stay mounted, you swept them. Good to go?
Yes, sir.
Ready? With your hip escaping and your hip mobility this way, and your hip mobility by scooting out like this. Okay, you guys are doing that real well, but you're not supposed to do that right now. Okay? So unless I'm gonna actually take the back. So when his arm comes across and I reach straight up and grab his back and I come down, if I shift over here like this without taking his back, I shift over here, this is going to be very hard. Now I'm outside of him, so I have to not only carry his weight onto me, but then over me. So now I have to run all the way over, and his weight's not in the right spot right now to manipulate him. So if I grab his pant leg, or I grab here, and I'm just like, and it can be real heavy. And this definitely won't be so good for a small guy doing it to a big guy, because all the weight will be on your right leg. You're trying to elevate him like a tornado guard sweep, like just with your hamstring, you know, like you're trying to be like, and kick him over this way, and it's not gonna work if he's way bigger than you. So when I do make this transition, I'll come straight up and grab, just as if you guys that know the shoulder wrap technique, I'm coming up to make this a position with my arm, right? So instead of doing the shoulder wrap, I'm here, his arm goes across, it's an arm wrap, and I bring him down. He's right on top of me. By holding him to me, he can't get his elbow free. This is where I'm straight on my back. I can grab underneath of the pant leg, and now I just shift, and I'm here. Okay, knee comes past your elbow. All right, one more time. That's grabbing the pant leg. If I grab the leg for like a pendulum, I'll still shift, but see, he's already on top of me. I don't have to bring him on top of me and then over. So I can start to just rock and he'll go over. Even if he gets onto his foot, right? Yeah, it'll still go over his shoulder, right? Balance best you can, right? So it goes over his shoulder. Get that? But if I'm out here, Now, keep her on your foot. See how it becomes difficult? Could I get it maybe? Yes, but you understand the leverage problem and the balance problem and the strength problem that's happening. And right now, I'm 200 and he's 145, so that's bad jiu-jitsu if I have to use that much strength and energy to get a guy 60 pounds less than me over. Okay? Let's do it right. Make sure that angle change right. Guys, looking at me head on now, you guys can tell what I'm talking about, right? Not shifting out to the side.
Yes, sir.
Pull him straight on top of you, and then he'll be easy to go over. Ready?